If you just look here, it doesn't take a genius. These consoles are selling very, very well. It starts to bring some fear into the PC gaming market. Are these consoles just better than computers? And is PC gaming going to die because of it?
No. PC players have nothing to be scared about with consoles. Nothing. It's quite the opposite, actually, especially in today's time, in the future as well. Consoles should be very terrified of the future because of PC. And here's why. This video is not about him. In fact, I have a video linked in the description from Joe from Seattle who debunked everything this person said. Joe from Seattle did a really good job debunking him. This video is about why should you get into PC gaming in 2023. So the main point I want to make real quick before getting into the big part of this is the price. So with console hardcore players, same for me back then, is when they hear PC like I did, immediately, how much is that going to run me? That's expensive. PCs are expensive. Well, it's as expensive as you want it to be. There are plenty of YouTube videos, plenty of builds that you can make that cost within the range of $600 to $800 that will run just the same, if not better, than a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. But to get into the main part on why you should get into PC gaming of 2023 is the games. This is the number one point that I'm wanting to make here. So Xbox has officially started putting their games on PC, and it's been a while since they started this. And they should have done it sooner. Microsoft owns both Windows and Xbox. Don't know why it didn't happen sooner, but that's irrelevant. Xbox has their own app launcher on PC, and you can download and play these Xbox games onto your PC, not only from the Xbox launcher with your Xbox account, through Steam and your Steam account. You can do that. It's an option. PlayStation, since 2020, has finally started porting their games onto PC, and they have their own page on Steam. And I can see here very soon in the near future, Sony's going to release a PlayStation launcher on the PC, so that way they can make 100% revenue from the games they sell on PC and remove that from Steam so they don't have to share revenue to Steam anymore. Not only that, the pure accessibility of games you can play on the PC is unimaginable. You can play games from 40 years ago to today on your PC by either looking for the old ports for those games for PC or through emulation. And immediately you hear the word emulation, so you're thinking, oh, you pirate your games. No, there is software and hardware out there that you can get for your PC to file dump your games, either CD or cartridge based, onto your PC and run it even better on your PC than what those consoles or handhelds ever did. As an example, I've already done this before. Turok Seeds of Evil, Nintendo 64. I own this game, so I hooked it up to my PC. I dumped the files onto my PC, and I play this on my PC through an emulator that runs way much better than my Donkey Kong 64 edition Nintendo 64. I no longer have to have it. I still do, because I like the hard copies of this stuff, but the longevity of this game will last forever now because it's on my computer, while this cartridge will eventually die and I'll never be able to play it again. Even if my computer dies, I can just buy a new one and transfer the files from an old hard drive or SSD to a new hard drive to a new SSD and still be able to play it. So you can do that. And there's so much you can do game-wise. Indie games, there's so many of them on the PC that the consoles will never get. And a lot of these indie games outperform, outshine a lot of these new AAA games that have been coming out. And as a gamer, you should know, AAA games today is a former shell of what it used to be back in the day. They're garbage, mainly because of the live service that they force on these games that don't need it. So you have all of that, all these options on your PC, but there's no reason to get into a console anymore, in my opinion. Another reason, okay, comfort. You want to be able to come home, Sit down on your living room couch or go to your bedroom on your bed and play on your bedroom TV with a console that's hooked up to it. All you gotta do is simply just hold this button in the middle, turn on your Xbox or PlayStation, you immediately get into the dashboard, and you just push A or X and you're into the game that you want to play. You can do the same thing with PC now. In fact, you could always do that with PC, but it's more easy now. So, and what do I mean? I'm not going to go back with how I used to do it, but today, post Steam Deck, is Steam officially updated their Steam launcher on PC to be exactly identical to the Steam Deck. Now, if you've ever played on a Steam Deck or own a Steam Deck, you know how good that UI is. It's very simple, easy to use, easy to understand, and it's a dashboard just like a 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Series X, PlayStation 5. It's a dashboard, and it works immediately with your controller. You can turn on your PC. I suggest getting a keyboard attachment to your controller so you can have a little bit more functionality for your PC. Have game mode of Steam immediately launch as soon as you unlock your profile to get into your desktop, so that way the Steam UI dashboard immediately loads up. You can immediately control it with your controller and immediately start a game. On top of that, because of the Steam Deck UI, controller configuration has never been better than it has been with Steam. You can play any game you want, period, whether it has controller compatibility or not, with a controller, because of the configuration for controllers in the Steam UI. So you're playing a game that requires keyboard and mouse, but you can literally open up the configuration tab for controllers and set up spacebar, R, WASD, EQ, V, C, B, Z, X, anything, Shift, Control, Alt onto these buttons and do exactly what you want for it. And you need some keys to be combined into one button, you can do that too. You can do long press, short press, immediate release, double tap. You can do whatever you want with your controller configurations, and you only have to do it once, and you'll never have to do it again. Or you can download a pre-made configuration for these controllers for those games on Steam if it's available. Now you're wondering, okay, well, that's just for Steam. Well, how will I play Call of Duty off of Battle.net? How will I play any EA game like Battlefield if it's not on Steam? Or even with PlayStation or GOG, or if I download a emulator and I want to play Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, how will I do that from the dashboard? Steam allows you to add non-Steam games onto your library that you have downloaded onto your PC. So once you add it to your Steam library, you'll be able to start it from the Steam library without having to open up anything else with your controller. Bam, you're set, you're good to go. You can do that from the comfort of your own living room, from the comfort of your own bed, without having to sit at a computer desk like I'm doing now. It's easy to do. It doesn't take much to learn. Once you got it figured out, it would be like the back of your hand, hands down, I promise. So, and the last thing I really want to bring up is the modding community. Modding is the biggest reason why I got into PC. Hardcore console players, when they hear the term modding, most of the time they think immediately hackers, shooting through walls, aimbot, stuff like that. That's not what modding is. Modding is a community of people who create brand new stuff for a game that's no longer being supported. Even if it's still being supported, that modders make new stuff for that game. Skyrim and Fallout 4 are perfect examples of the modding community on console. Imagine that times 10 on PC. I got into PC gaming back in 2013 and officially got into PC gaming in 2019, all because of Call of Duty World at War Custom Zombies. I really wanted to play Custom Zombies and World at War in 2013 when I saw it everywhere on YouTube when YouTube was still a new thing. I went and bought me a crappy laptop that was just powerful enough to play Call of Duty World at War 30 frames a second on low graphics, just to play these custom zombie maps. Not only that, Halo CE, Combat Evolve, came out in 2001, came out on PC in 2003, and it had a custom edition, slap full of mods. That community still alive to this day. They're just switching to MCC now, which now they can mod Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 3 ODST. It's amazing. And it's not just these games. Left 4 Dead 2. I turned all of my Left 4 Dead 2 assets into pure Halo. ODST, surviving in the world where the flood has taken over, using Halo weapons, having Halo graffiti on the walls, having the vehicles and the helicopters all Halo themed. That's Pelicans, and it's so amazing. Modding has never ever been an issue. It's always been more accessibility into the game that you love, and that's the biggest thing I love about what Todd Howard said about Starfield, about with the modding. I'm not a fan of the Creation Club, and if it comes back, sure, but there better still be some free mods I can download, because I don't mind supporting a modder by paying them for their mod, but I still want some free mods. So if a modder fucking releases just a new fucking skin for a weapon to change this weapon to look like the Halo BR, and that's it, and they're charging me for it, I'm gonna be upset. But I'm getting on a rant there. Either way, all in all, at the end of the day, I personally 100% believe that the PlayStation 6 and whatever the new Xbox is will be the last generational consoles for Microsoft and Sony, because Microsoft is going headstrong with porting games to the PC with their Xbox launcher. PlayStation and Sony's going to do the same thing with a PlayStation launcher on here. We live in the day and age of streaming now. You can stream Xbox and PlayStation games on your phone, on your tablet, doesn't matter. These consoles that are coming out will be the last generational consoles. I cannot visibly see, cannot fathom the thought of a PlayStation 7, of another Xbox that competes with PlayStation 7. I can't. Why would the company waste money on developing hardware, a console, and paying people to do this when streaming services are so popular now, and all they have to do is make a PlayStation launcher and an Xbox launcher on PC to get 100% of the revenue for the games that they sell? That's what I would do. That's what it sounds like. It sounds simple enough to me business wise, but again, that's just my opinion. So if you agreed with anything or disagree with anything, please leave all your comments down below. Do you believe that the PlayStation 6 and whatever the new Xbox is going to be, being the last generational console? Or do you believe that they're going to continue making it? Do you think the end all be all will be on PC when all things are said and done? Thank you again for watching my video. I hope this opened your mind to different ideas you probably didn't think about before. And if I missed something or you disagree, please feel free to comment down below. And if you want to watch again about how stupid that comment was at the very beginning of this video, a link in the description down below for Joe from Seattle. He made a fantastic video debunking that. That's why I didn't want to waste no time into that, because I couldn't have said it any better than what Joe from Seattle said. So go down there, give that a watch, and I'll see y'all next time. See y'all later.